Hello students, my name is Jagan. I am going to explain you about the basic electrical and electronics engineering subject. So this is a subject very useful for first year engineering BTech students. So this is a very basic subject for all the first year students. So because all the basic elements which are there in the triple E stream, that those are going to be organized, those are going to be kept as syllabus in the first years. So don't worry about this subject. This is very interesting as well as very easy subject. So most of the people feel that it's a very tough subject, but if you go through the entire syllabus and if you understand it is very clear, then you feel that this is going to be easy subject and you can score well. Okay, now let us see a one topic from basic electrical engineering, that is single phase AC circuit, or else you can call it as a AC circuit analysis. Okay, so here the circuit is called as a combination of elements connected together is called as a circuit. So for this circuit, the input supply is AC. That means alternating current is the input supply for circuit. Okay, and at the same time this applies single phase system, this applies single phase system. So here single phase system are there, three phase systems are there. So here we are going to connect the AC circuit through a single phase system. So the topic is single phase AC circuit. So before going to circuit analysis, let us see the alternating current. Okay, so this is a representation of alternating current. On the x-axis, you can take time period, and the y-axis, you can take the parameter which you are going to measure, or which you are going to know. So here, the y-axis parameter is voltage. Okay, so A indicates the EMF, electromagnetic field, or else electromotive force. So anyways, this is nothing but a voltage. Okay, so here I am going to have one positive half cycle which is presented in 0 to pi, as at the same time negative half cycle from pi to 2 pi, right? So this is a positive half cycle and this is negative half cycle. So alternating directions we have. So at the same time, at pi by 2 angle, we are having the maximum EM at the positive half cycle and minus EM at the negative half cycle at an angle of 270 degrees. Okay, so this is a graphical representation of an alternating quantity. Okay, let us see that. Let us see some terminology about uh, this alternating current quantity. So an alternating quantity changes continuously in magnitude and alternates in direction at regular intervals of time. See this definition. This is standard definition. So if you go through this definition, it changes continuously in magnitude. So here plus em minus em and alternates in directions. So here positive direction, negative direction at regular intervals of time. So regular intervals time, see at 0 degrees, the E value is 0. At pi by 2, maximum EM. At pi, the value is 0. That means alternates in direction at regular intervals of time. So an alternating quantity changes continuously in magnitude. So each and every instant of time period, the value of M is voltage is varied and alternates in direction. So here it is positive and negative at regular intervals of time. So alternating the direction regular interval of time means 0 to pi is positive, pi to 2 pi it is negative. Okay, so that means from here to here the interval is pi, from here to here the interval is 2 pi. Okay, now let us see some definitions about this alternating quantity. So one is amplitude. So it is the maximum value attained by an alternating quantity, also called as maximum value or peak value. So it is the maximum value of an alternating quantity, either it is voltage or current. So plus em or minus em. So this is called as amplitude. Okay, it is a maximum value. Next is time period. So it is the time taken in seconds to complete one cycle of an alternating quantity. So this is one complete cycle now. From 0 to 2 pi, it says one complete cycle. So from 0 to 2 pi, how much time it takes to complete one full cycle, then we can say that is time period. So it is a time taken in seconds to complete one cycle. That means complete one cycle means one positive half cycle, one negative half cycle of an alternating quantity. Next is instantaneous value. It is the value of quantity at any instant. See here, uh, let us see the intervals 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, and 2 pi. At 0, the E value is 0. At pi by 2, the value is maximum EM voltage, and at pi, it is 0. Like that, each and every instant, we are going to have the different voltage values or parameter values. So that is nothing called as instantaneous value. Okay. Next is frequency. It is the number of cycles that occur in 1 second. The unit for frequency is hertz or cycles per second. Cycles per second, number of cycles per second. See here, uh, cycle means it is a combination of half cycles, positive half cycle, negative half cycle. So how many cycles will occur in 1 second? That represents the frequency. Okay. So here, uh, the relationship between the frequency and time period is f is equals to 1 by t, or t is equals to 1 by f. See, in general, our Indian domestic electrical system is having 50 hertz, 50 hertz frequency. That means 50 hertz means 50 cycles per second. 50 cycles per second uh, are going to be are going to cycles alter quantity going to be in the system. Okay, like this we are going to have 50 number of cycles in 1 second. That represents the frequency. Okay, so from that relation, t is equals to 1 by f, we can say. Okay, so this is about some definitions. There are more number of definitions. These are some definitions about or terms about the alternating quantity. Now, advantages AC system over DC system. See, there we are having the advantages, disadvantages on AC system as well as DC system. Depend upon the application, we are going to use AC system, as well as depend upon the application, we are going to use DC systems. So we cannot say that AC system is more efficient and DC system is more efficient like that, or else AC is more efficient, DC is less efficient. It depend upon the application. Let us say we are going to use a mobile adapter for battery charging. So then we are going to convert AC voltage to the DC voltage, right? If we connect the AC supply directly to the mobile phone is will get damaged. There we cannot say that AC is not efficient. Yes or no? The same manner, if you go for laptop also, yeah, the laptop is we are connecting the supply to the laptop from the AC supply through a adapter. So this adapter is converting AC to DC. Here also we are converting AC supply to the DC supply. That means we cannot say that AC is less efficient compared to DC system, because the application is needed only DC supply. Okay, like that we are having different applications. So here first point is AC voltage can be efficiently stepped up or stepped down using transformer. So by using transformer you can change the levels, you can change the voltage levels from one level to the another level, or you can increase or you can decrease the voltage levels by using a transformer. Okay, so now coming to DC also, we can increase or decrease the DC voltage, but not by using transformer. That is not advantage, or that is not application. But here at particular applications, we cannot convert or we cannot change the levels of voltage by using DC voltage by using transformer. Okay, next is AC motors are cheaper and simpler in construction than DC motors. Let us see here. This is the one fundamental advantage as compared to DC system. Why? Because in DC motors, there we are going to use one component, that is commutator. Commutator which converts AC to DC system, DC supply. That means extra component you are adding in the motor. Okay, because of this extra component we are going to have the more amount of pricing. That means, so we can say AC motors are cheaper than DC motors. Okay, the same manner switch gear for the AC system is simpler than DC system. So switch gear for AC system you can design as it is, but coming to DC system, the rating and applications are, the rating of voltage and currents are going to be differ from AC system. So to meet that particular requirement, so we are going to design other than AC system switch gears. Okay, so this is about single phase AC circuit brief introduction of AC circuits. Okay, thank you.